This is Les Comfort with DowntownNewberg.com. Today we're here with Mayor Bob Andrews, who's going to give us a report on the city. Mr. Mayor.
Well, thank you, Les. It's a great opportunity to be able to talk to the citizens of Newberg and others that are interested in our community. And you asked about a report on the city. The report is good and the report is bad. It's kind of a good news, bad news type thing. We're seeing some economic development that is going on, but yet we as a city government are finding a significant reduction in the revenues, especially for our general fund activities. And we have had to make a cutback in some services. We've had to had layoffs with some of our staff in order to have a budget that we bring to, that was brought to the council, a balanced budget for this coming year, 2011, 2012. But it has not been an easy process of going through and determining what those services are that may not be as much as they were. There were considerations of when to have the city hall open, etc. No changes at this time on any of those, but we did lose about 7 staff through layoffs, and this is not good. But we've seen some progress in the economic area. We've seen some economic development. We've seen some expansions and some contracts let for in our manufacturing area. I got a report the other day from the Downtown Coalition that the occupancy of our storefronts along First Street is better than it's been in 2, maybe 3 decades, was the information I received, and that's very good. We have many activities going. In fact, to give you an idea of how strong a community we have, for the month of June, the charitable giving through 3 major activities that occurred during the month of June, the charitable giving by the Newberg area exceeded $100,000. Whether that was through Hearts of Gold, or that was through the Relay for Life, or that was through the Kiwanis Golf Scramble, which each of those have their own charitable activities. That's a tremendous way to say thank you to the public and the people that are in need, and it's my way of recognizing those needs. We also have other activities that are very significant in the community, which takes care of the community, such as our Love Inc., such as Faith in Action. These are reflections of the city, and the city government is a reflection of the people. The council, we have a very strong council, a very good council, a hard-working council, and they are doing their best to shepherd our community in the city government in areas that will benefit the overall community. But Newberg is a strong community. Another example of the strength of the community is in the Special Olympics, which we will be hosting as a city through the very generous contributions of the community, as well as in a very, very generous contribution on the part of the Austin family, beginning July 16 and 17, and we hope to have that for the next at least 4 years and maybe beyond that. So in that case, we are a strong community, and the community looks to the city government to make a strong presence in supporting those activities, and that's what we're working towards. Infrastructure, we're okay in our infrastructure. There are many street areas that need improvement, and we are very deficient on funds coming in for street maintenance. We have sidewalks that we recognize that need to be improved, that need to be repaired. We have sidewalks that need to be put in areas where there aren't sidewalks. But if you look around the community, in spite of some of the areas that may need a little care and some of the downsides of home foreclosures, the community is really looking good. We received a recent award from Oregon State Extension Service for the demonstration garden we have on Hancock Street. Just had that yesterday, saying that is one of the awards throughout the state of activities of businesses, governments that are trying to demonstrate ways of doing things, give credibility to sustainability and the issues of of ecological balance in our communities, whether it's in the area of flowers. By the way, our demonstration garden, just for what it's worth, is also a wildlife sanctuary. But fiscally, we are struggling. Our outlook is very positive. So I think that in kind of a short course is where we are now. We have our South Industrial Area Management Plan that we're working on, taking that through all of the various activities that we have to answer to for the state, and hear those that are in support of and those that are not in support of that. So because we are land poor when it comes to manufacturing area, we need additional land. That is an area that has been looked at. So we're working on that particular area. We have further movement, and there will be further discussions on the evolution of the bypass. I am supportive of that. Our council is supportive of that. Our neighboring community are supportive of that, and it is making progress. In spite of the things that may have been heard at the federal level, there are discussions behind the scenes at the federal level to continue inserting some additional federal dollars to help that funding. Now, I wouldn't write a check on that today, but I do believe that there will be some movement there which will allow us to begin to get some of that construction, and then we can start moving on that. So in the area of transportation, for trying to mitigate, we're not going to solve all of the problems, but trying to mitigate the downtown traffic, and in my words, get the downtown, give it back to the city. The streets really belong to the people, and that's what we're working towards. We have a very active chamber. We have a very active downtown coalition that is working towards those activities. We're trying to return the streets to the people.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor, for sharing with us. If a citizen were to have a question or comment, how should they contact the city?
My number, 503-537-1276. I can be reached normally on Tuesdays, frequently on Wednesdays, and normally on Thursday mornings. Mornings are the better time to catch me. We are open to the public. We encourage their contact, both with their concerns as well as with their ideas. Both are important to us. We entertain and embrace both. The City Hall, for those that don't realize it, is on First Street, and the address is 414 East First Street.
Thank you very much.